Hello, I realize it's been like 2 weeks since the last log. Yep, I was hoping this semester would be less busy. That didn't happen. So, I think just to keep up with this, I'm going to do logs live. I know they're sucky, they're long, they don't keep things concise, but otherwise, I don't think I'm gonna have enough content to do anything except like once a month. So instead, there's gonna be, I don't know, I'll be attempting to do something on camera, or not camera, but you know what I mean. Have the mic running, screw with some code, see what happens. So I know I said I'd plan some animations, but I did try that at some point. It didn't go well, so I'm gonna let that sit in my mind, see if I can think of anything better. Because right now it looks like crap to the point where I really don't want to show it. So yeah, instead, let's make something new. Assets. Nope. It was. Oh yeah, it was create an asset. It'll show up down there. That's because I am stupid. I'm gonna cut to the right spot because I did something off here. By the magic of editing, I have fixed my stupid blunder. Okay, now if I go under assets, I can create custom everything. I forget what copy paste AI behavior is. I think that breaks. Does something stupid. I have to like create a custom AI behavior. Yeah, alright. So now we're going to be creating something else. Let's see, let's just make, no, I don't need AI behavior. What's the simple one? Item object, because that's what we're going to be copying off of. Let's create a new C# and call it make, let's see. I call them spirits for now. Not really sure exactly what the things are with the weapons. Summon. There we go. Summon. I'll call it a summon object. I'm not sure. Alright, that also means I need to create a summon object. Oh god. Summon object. Now if I go back up here to the make summon object, it should be right here. Double click that, and wait for Visual Studio to load. This might take a while. Well, it did load quicker than expected. Probably would have helped if I actually double clicked the script to open it correctly. Whoops. Alright, I know what I'm doing. I needed to open another one. Whoops. I clearly was not screwing that up. Alright, make item object. I'm just going to copy this over because... Not cut that over. Copy it over. Because I don't remember how to do this. It's been a while. It's in the same class. It was... Oh, it was the Unity editor. I know what I'm doing. Not really. I don't know what the V1 thing is anymore. They update the version when I change them, but whatever. I don't think I need... It's just custom items V1. Let's just do that. Yeah. I just want to make it look fine. Asset by that name. Nope, I want it to create summon object. And then summon object. Asset is alright, something's off. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Alright, I need to also open the summon object. It's been a little while since I've made one of these, so it takes me a minute to get back. So now if I go through and do here, and do scriptable object, save that. That should update. That should be fine. this doesn't have any information in it, but for example, if I go... Actually, I gotta go resources. Make... No, I don't want to show and explore. I want to create. Create. C#. I don't... Nope, nope, nope. If you can't tell, I'm not fully here right now. Create a folder. Custom summons. I don't like calling it custom summons. Summons. This will create them for now. I believe they're going to be instantiated on the fly. Like, the server will download them and create a bunch. But in the meantime, they'll get popped in here just for the sake of making sure they actually work. I gotta change this to resources, just summons. And if I go create a summon, that should change shape, I hope. And there's... Nope. Alright, what did I do? Parent directory must exist before... Let's try that again. No? There we go. I don't know what happened the first time. Alright. So now it exists. That's... let's just call this test. Yeah. Call it one. Now to check the parameters. Okay. Let's pull up here. This is how I'm storing data for now. Currently it's going to be an 8-bit long hexadecimal string. This is just so it sticks along the left. I really don't need that because I can do... Oh. I do need that. Never mind. Keep forgetting why I keep doing that. That's an 8-bit long character. I knew that. Not really. I keep forgetting, that's why I keep doing that. So what this should be able to do is keep track of... Oh, if the person's in the weapon, they don't necessarily need their own set of skills. I'll leave it here. Alright, so I need to verify the ID with the server, send back the name, the weapon model, the player model, which really should be swapped, but whatever, and their experience, and potentially their skill list, and how their AI functions. It's probably more likely that this is going to be... Let's just deprecate that for now, and just say healer for the sake of testing purposes. I'll probably expand these later so they're easier to read. Okay. We need to keep track of ID. So I'm going to do a string because hex. I'm sure there's an easier way to do it, but... Actually, I'm going to do null. Just so I know it's missing. Alright, and then you've got public string name null. Let's do header server, and then header client. The server doesn't need to know much about the name, they just need to know the ID. If you're wondering why I'm doing all the null strings, that's just in case something breaks, I can track it down to why it's breaking. If I fill it in with something normal, it'll actually function, so that way, if there's an error, it breaks because null is not valid in any context. Or, it's a valid string, but like I'm not going to have an item or model named null. That would imply that the folder is named null. Let's just do... like... is experience going to be an int or a float? Unless it's going to be an int. I don't think we're going to need to go over 2,147,000,000 anyway. That feels really, really large. So let's just do int xp equals 0. Now, Let's do something stupid like negative, I don't know, negative 999. That way nothing can break and it can't go above 0 in any reasonable way. The skills will carry over from the weapons, and then public. Ooh, is it AI dot? It's AI subtype. Oh. Archetype. Oh, okay, never mind. I just want to see what that is. I don't know what subtype is. I apparently am not allowed to see it. Alright, fine. You know, it's here. What am I doing? Let's just... Yeah, the AI class is pretty large now. Alright, the enums. The enums. Archetype, oh, is only allowed to be, I guess AI attacked it. No. Oh, AI roll. I'll clean it up later. Let's just use that one. Let's do none for now, and that should validate everything. Now if I go through and take a look at the test when this updates, let's see what this does. Should look reasonable over here, I hope. Alright. You get the ID, the name, the weapon model, player model, their XP, and their role. Currently all invalid. That's fine. Alright, now I need to find a way to package a particular thing into here. So let's go and take a look at the script editor. This needs to change to items slash, I don't know. Let's just take a look quickly at armor. I think it was equip. We'll just use this for now. It's the weapon model. So now items, equip slash that. So now it should be able to reference that it's under, it's armor equip. I know what I'm doing. So now it should know it's an armor equip, and then this object here should be able to locate it. The weapon model is going to be a little bit different because that's going to be custom items, models. We'll give it the longsword, I guess. I'll have to like rechange the name of that because I'd rather it be items, not custom items v1. It's less clean that way. Flows better like that. Also much easier to read. The experience will be 0 just for now. This is deprecated too, so I'm going to pull that out over here. Actually, I'll just pull this one further over, pull that one there, pull this over here. We'll leave a gap, I don't know. With the 8-bit thing, I figured I'll just mention it while I'm, before I completely forget. The 8-bit allows, I believe it's like a little over 4 billion combinations. So across all games we can get 4 billion custom AI. I think that's fine, or custom summons. That honestly, if we hit 4 billion custom summons, this game has spread really far, and I will have had to do something about that by then. But 4 billion's a really, really, really high bar. High bar. It's gonna trying to combine far and high. Didn't work. So alright, that clears up the organization of this I needed to get done. I believe, if I check back in the main, that doesn't affect anything. It should just tab over straight to the summon tab. Yeah, this section's not as relevant. This, just looking at a player, that's, yeah. Meta should be able to store the extra information. Current storage item, current armor item, and then current weapon. And all of this is in inventory. And meta is just extra stuff that the game needs to understand for however it works. Skill stuff. I don't know how I'm going to do this quite yet. These still need filling. There's a lot going on here. Kind of like the template though. It's not awful. And yeah, I do what? Oh, I was like, what is a level type of weapon? That's not a type of weapon. Man, it's only like 1040. It shouldn't be this spacey. Okay, well, let's go back to summons. No, what am I talking about? Let's go to the code. Okay. So, if the request is inventory, request is spawn. Alright. Now we need to do a if request equals summon info, I guess? Summon info. I don't need to summon anything. Info summon? Can you do colons inside a... I'm just looking up here trying to see if it's possible, because there's a question mark, and can't do equals. Can't do dashes, so I guess info summon works. Whatever, good enough. So we want to get sheet by name. I'm just gonna copy this. It works. No need to retype it. Get sheet by name. Believe it's lowercase, capital, and summons. If you're wondering what the and is for, that's just so I can distinguish between player names and server main file names. In case these get like jumbled and like that ends up over here, I can locate these much easier because they have the and sign. Template, I think it's just the player when it copies over from. Yeah. I changed it from items to item names. Easier to manage. Alright, so now we want to pack up all the information into a string of text and send it out. So let's do a var. We don't really need to send back the ID because it's packaged when it's sent to the server. But yeah, it's going to set up a coroutine. The coroutine knows exactly what's going on. Yeah, it doesn't need to send back the ID. Okay, we need to send back the name though. So set active selective selection. That's what I meant to say. B2. And let's get that value. Let's get the weapon model. Our weapon model. Active selection to C2, I believe. I'll verify this in a second. Let's set the player model to D2. I believe it's C and D. Yep. Experience is E and G is outer. R, XP. E2. And then let's do AI type. And then G2. get that value and pick it there. Alright, now I need to return a content service. I can type, create text output, and fill that with... Alright, we want to start with the name. Split with semicolons, because I don't think we're going to need to use semicolons in anything. W model, and then split another semicolon, player model, split with another semicolon, XP, split another semicolon, and do AI type. And missing parenthesis after argument list. Heh. 161. During content service, create text output name was that. Oh. Alright, hold on. Maybe one of you sees it and I'm just doing something really stupid. So if I remove this and try saving it, it works. But if I put this in here, the issue is here. So if I copy this, paste this in here, like cut this. Alright, so now if I cut this and paste this in here just for the sake of seeing what's going on. Try saving it. Okay. Oh, duh. I know what I'm doing. No, I don't. I'm tired. Okay. That should return a name, weapon model, player model, XP, and AI type, which can be compacted into an object. So now I want to create a public summon object. Let's do from server and then string ID. Let's just do SID, just so I can distinguish. Yeah, okay, not all paths return a value, I know. Scriptable dot create instance of summon. This isn't recursive, so it shouldn't be a problem. Let's just do sum is that. And now return sum. Okay, that's fine for now. Now I need the network. Is that in here? Network login. Okay. So iEnumerator download player. Let's just copy this over because I don't want to deal with having to make another one of these things. And then it's a start coroutine on the URL. Okay. So now if I go over to the summon object and drop in a coroutine copy thing. This doesn't need actually an update because does it need an update? Pings the player, but it's not like the server. That doesn't really need the information on that. The player can request it and the server can send it back. Yeah, it's just an extra chunk of stuff the player wouldn't actually need. Alright, let's change that to download summon. Let's read that. Split 0, split 1. Alright, all of this is not relevant. Can I return anything with a... I don't think I can. Can I send a network message to itself? No, that'd be stupid. I'm not sure what to do with this when I make it. Alright. Could do something at a target. I'll deal with that later. Alright, so I guess it's not going to return anything. It's just going to be a void. It can't return anything. For that matter, that can't do anything. Alright. No, I'm actually going to need that here. To go back here and grab the URL because this is important. Exec. Alright. I don't need to make the summon object, I need to look at the summon object. Whoops. Alright. That. Right there. Execute. Plus request. I believe it's request. It is request, yeah, is equal to info summon. And oh, alright. Key thing I need to do is actually make it read the ID. ID equals, I had to put an and, didn't I? And ID equals ID. SID. That's important. Now that instead needs to be a plus, because concatenation is not a thing in this language, I think. Alright, store the info on the summon, get the ID, pop that in there. Now I need to start What's the start coroutine? What's the key for that? It is alright. Slight issue. I can't actually create a coroutine because I've done something stupid. How am I going to do this? I don't know. What object do I want to take control of this? Oh well, I'll finish it in here and mark the coroutine thing. Because otherwise... I don't know. Not sure I'm going to do it otherwise. Alright, I'll just note start coroutine and move. Start coroutine here, but move chunk of code elsewhere. Possibly to main server code. Alright. Stick one of these here. Do I actually see it on the right? I do not. Oh well. So now I do have created that. Start coroutine with the URL. Downloaded it with the text, split it there, get that, and then do sum dot name split of 0. Believe it goes name weapon player XP AI type. So W model split of 1, E model is split of 2. XP is split of 3, and AI role is split of 4. Except that is converts spring. Alright. Integer. Nope. It is int.parse. So many languages, I'm not particularly sure which one I'm coding in until I type and something doesn't work. Okay, that should cover the int, and the role is going to be a split. Alright. Let's do a switch on split of 4. Case attack break case defense break case support break case healer break case nope default break. Swear I hit the semicolon. Alright, let's see. That needs to go away. Another space just to be safe, so I'm still working there. Actually, it was attack close and attack far, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was. Alright. Now, this needs to change the AI roll to attack. Okay, there we go. Set the far. Worth the defense. Do support and then healer. Curious, do the numbers change? So support is 4, none is 0. Okay, yeah. It's alphabetical. Okay. And then the roll will be set to none. Yeah, okay, I don't have a, that sets to none if there is no case on that. Okay, so that stores all of that onto the summon. And that about covers downloading it, I think. None of this stuff is actually referenced. Yeah, I know it hides object name. Object doesn't have a name. Okay, so yeah. Alright, that covers the downloading. Uploading's another story, but I'll deal with this at some other point. I know, it sounds bad, but it's one thing at a time. Right now, this should be able to download, this should be able to download summon info. Which is a step in the right direction, other than the fact that summons don't exist yet, but at this point, I want to tie all the systems together, so might as well tie in the new networking to the summons before I make the summons and have to recode everything like the AI. And spells and everything else. Except the player, they actually functioned relatively well, other than having to cut spells out of their code and paste it somewhere else, but that was surprisingly not difficult to fix. On the other hand, this is going to prove to be quite difficult. But I think that is something best done for another time. So I thank you very much if you managed to stick it out this long and make it through this, because this is quite a bit of stuff, and I don't think very much got accomplished. This is the reason I don't do very much up for updates. it takes a bit of time to code, and then not much gets to be shown. Like, I don't even have anything to show for this other than here's some code that changed. And yeah, here's some code, and here's some other code, and a little bit of cleaning up on here. At this point, it's a lot of prep work to make sure everything's clean and functions fine. Especially when I'm going to have to go and take a player, download all of this data, download all of that data, keep track of the summons, then download all of the data in here relative to that. Oh, wait, I do need to fix something. Ooh, before I forget, this is going to be bad if I do forget. Alright, I need to do find. I don't remember how to search. How do I search? There's one. I think it was just starting with column and searching through here. Alright, yeah, I need to do this. Info summon. Alright, before we pick the name, I need to keep track of the column. And I don't need armor. This is summons all of the summons. And let's just call that list full, and then call this summons. Go from one column down, get all of the data in the one column, which should be here. Find index. Summons.find index. Wait a second. Something is off here. Oh. Okay. That's not relevant. That gets something I don't need. Knew something was off. Let's see. Let's see. Now let's do... Alright, we need to do a sub variable. I'm not sure whether or not to break that apart into... what to call that. Request is, let's just do arg1 equals e dot parameter arg1. And that means we need to find index tilde plus arg1 inside the index. Or find it via index. That should return a number. I don't know if it returns one more or one less. And then yeah, okay, I did need to add one extra. Yeah, I added one more. Then it was index. I don't know how you do the plus plus, so I'm just going to do it that way. And it's b plus index. C plus index. So what this is going to do, I don't want the F12, I don't want the source. Last time I did that, I messed up the page and nothing actually saved. Well, I guess that was in an email, not a code, but alright, so what this should do is take the summon, get the summon ID, which is an argument and then locate it inside this sheet, height-wise. Add 1 to the number, so if it starts at, because usually arrays, for some reason I don't quite understand, element 1 is 0, so this would be row 0, this would be row 1, but that's not how this works. So instead this will have to be 1, and that's going to be 2, so let's add 1 to all of it. So to locate the 000000001 sent over by this thing, find it, and then grab all the data from that row. Pack it up inside a little package, drop it inside a small return, which is the line of text in the browser of sorts. This here is going to wait for it to pop up, download the text, split it up, and then store the data. Sure, there would be a better way of doing this, but this uses very small amounts of networking and actually does not require a functional thing to be running at all times. Yeah. I mean, there's still limitations on this, but I don't know. Curious how this will work out. Alright. Now I've done everything that needs to be done. It was probably a good thing I fixed that then, otherwise I would have done something stupid, like completely forgetting that I messed with the code and did something stupid. I just said did something stupid and messed something with it to do something. Yeah, whoops. Needless to say, if I didn't change that so that it actually located the correct row instead of just picking row 2, I'd have no idea what was going wrong later. That's how I function. If I make a mistake, I'm probably not going to remember what it is. I really need to comment my code more, but that takes time, and I don't have time when it comes to working on this because, as it is, it's further behind than I would like. So yes, if you've managed to make it through this far, thank you very much for the commitment, and yeah. Thank you very much. And I will see you all again some other time. I feel like my voice has got quieter over the course of this. Maybe it did. I'll find out when I edit. Depending on how much I edit. Depending on how tired I am. Because clearly, I'm quite tired.